at that time was also, you see, what I do not like about this whole thing is the reasons behind it. The reason behind it, where it is. For instance, why was I stopped from retiring from the army in '96? I wasn't deployed. I had disagreed with the command, with the leadership, because I exposed some of those things. The Court of Appeal and Constitutional Court said I should be retired, I should leave the military, and then I'm brought back. But when I'm brought back, I'm not even then deployed. What is the point? So the point I was raising was that it's not right. It's not right for people to. It's not right for people to be held captive in these institutions, so as to make people who are in political offices immune to competition. Because this is what it is all about. This is what it is all about. It is a political management mechanism to control some of these potential adversaries or competitors. Because you see, in our own right, when we went to the bush to fight, we were revolutionaries. We were not like you. We were young men, you know, had just left the university and so on and so forth. We were young idealists. But the idea is that we are not as it were, the ordinary professional soldier who went in to seek a career. No, we were political animals. We had political views. That's why we sacrificed ourselves, and our friends paid the ultimate price when they died in these wars. It's wrong. It's not right for those officers who are there, and it's quite a number of people who are there. When I left here, when I was here quarreling with the regime, they looked for some of them who were not even known anymore where they were. They gave them some hurried ranks, brigadier, what. They didn't even know where they were. So they were putting like on the radio. Where is Mr. Wabantu now? Where is he? They don't know now where he stays. Then you go in the whole district to look for him. Where? I mean, if you do not know the officer for 10 years where he stays, why are you giving him a rank now? Then we retire. It is the only army where we retire people. They go into private business. They go and do their thing. Then we return them and give them ranks and give them office, give them uniforms. But what is not normally discussed in some of these unfortunate issues is that it destroys the fundamental ethos of a professional army. You see, people are looking at the politics about it. When I normally talk about it, about these officers and who are not deployed, or these officers who cannot be allowed to be free, or this regime which is that's secondary. The basic issue is, if you set out to professionalize the army, to have an army which is politically accountable to the civil authority, because this was the main. You know, I was telling you about the vision and mission of NRA when we went to the bush. Implicit in that, which I stated, was to have an accountable army, a professional army, which will be guided and ruled over by civilians who are elected by the population, who will be subservient to the constitution of the country. This is the whole point. But how can you build a professional army if there is no professional arrangement within its ranks, where the rank system is not clear, where employment is not clear, where remuneration is not clear, where retirement is not clear, where there is clogging in ranks, where there is bickering? At the end of the day, that force is not professional enough. That force is not healthy. You can think it is an army, it can hold the country together by protecting it now, because there is the political power of Mr. Museveni, who was put there by his historical legitimacy, by the way. It's not because he's the only one that would have ruled that country, because he was not even our chairman. It was Professor Rule who was who was going to be a president if he had not died in 1995. And I can assure, if President Rule had not died, there was not going to be a tragedy in Uganda. He would have been our president. Mr. Museveni would have been an army, a defense minister, and maybe, since he likes power so much, a vice president of some sort. But there would have been no tragedy. So if Rule could have, if we had envisaged Professor Rule to be our president, what is such a, what is the calamity of having another person today? So you can find that UPDF put into turbulent waters of succession politics. Like if anything was to happen to Mr. Museveni, and these commanders now who have been empowered, some of them are untouchables. They find themselves now they have to salute somebody who is put in that place by constitution. For instance, if the president was to die, it's the vice president who comes, or chief justice, because they are constitutional processes. We may have a lot of problems. Why? Because we are basically sabotaging the very basis of a professional army, which takes orders from civil authority. So this lack of retiring officers and making the military institution accountable to a known system is dangerous in itself and can cause future instability in that country. I have no doubt about it. So it goes beyond what I may call the individual injustices to actual threat of national integrity of the political system.